If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the. If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the daily.
Welcome back to the Slightly Daily Podcast. This is episode number 94. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. We're there. Yes, another in-person podcast. The last one I did was a Zoom call, and they're awesome and great because I can reach across and interview people who are from Texas and whatnot. But now I have a person to my right who this is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
We've literally only been DMing for a couple days now.
Yeah, man.
But thank you. I said this off camera, but I really appreciate your. It sounds so like crazy to say, but I appreciate you not being a bullshitter.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Man, I'm about that business, bro. For real.
So please introduce yourself. What's your title, man? Who are you?
So I go by Vinny, Vinny. I go by Vinny Virtuoso on most of my social media platforms. I'll let you ask the
Okay,
the
Vinny,
rest of the gritty shit.
Virtuoso. What is
Yeah.
that? What does that
A
mean?
virtuoso is a person who is skilled at multiple facets in the arts. Yeah.
Specifically, like the arts, like Leonardo da Vinci, that
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff.
He's a virtuoso.
He was a virtuoso.
Yeah, it's I believe it's basically underlined specifically for music, and I think that's why it fits perfectly for me.
It sounds cool too.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
another
I
thing.
love it. Who wouldn't want to be like a virtuoso? You know what I'm saying? That
So
sounds
Vinny,
cool.
is Vinny an actual name of yours?
Yeah, I go by Vinny. My real name is Vincent.
Vincent. Okay.
But
okay.
like literally nobody knows how to spell or pronounce my name correctly, so it's at the point where I'm just like, bro, just call me Vinny.
What do you mean, like your full name?
No, like my first name, for example,
Okay.
like it's not spelled the normal way. It's
Ah.
Vinson, but people like off rip, they're like
Vincent.
Vincent, Vincent. I'm like, no, that's not it, bro. Like,
Oh, okay, I get it.
and then once they go from there, it's like they pronounce it wrong, and then like, oh, I have to record it, and then you have to wear a name tag, and then it says Vincent, and I'm like, no, bro,
No,
we're not gonna
you
do
spelled
that.
it wrong.
Like-
I feel the same way as far as like this whole weird name thing, because my last name is Timberlake.
Yeah.
So I get, are you related to Justin? All the time. And my name is I go by Austin.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That'd be perfect.
I mean,
Justin
it's like,
Austin.
oh,
yeah,
dude,
bro.
no, I don't know the guy. Maybe we are, but I don't fucking know the
Yeah,
guy.
bro.
So,
Bro, I feel like we're gonna get up to meet him one day.
hey, that would be
For
cool.
sure.
He lives in fucking Franklin.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
from
yeah.
like Memphis.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
So,
Timberlake got love out there. Man.
Yeah. Tell me. All right. So you had 901 in your bio.
Yeah.
Memphis.
Baby, man.
Born-
Whitehaven, Blackhaven, yeah.
What part of Memphis exactly?
So, the most
Memphis
recent.
is huge as fuck.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
like,
Most
it's like
recent.
Nashville.
See, and what's crazy is people. Where are you from?
I'm from Murfreesboro. I was born and raised here,
And
man.
see, that's the thing. Like people who live in Tennessee and know about Memphis think it's like
Another
it's
state.
it's big as hell.
Yeah.
Like it's its own state, but at the same time, literally, everybody and their mama know somebody through somebody. So it's
Yeah.
like, but yeah, I grew up Orange Mound, Midtown, South Memphis. Like that's where I started. South Memphis is like
Okay.
where I started. Midtown, I was going to school there.
That
My
was the
grandma
high
stayed
school.
out there.
What was the high school called?
My high school was I graduated from Central High School.
Central
That
High
was in
School.
Midtown.
Okay.
But yeah, the most recent place I've stayed is Whitehaven. I was out there
Okay.
with my parents for about
They had
a few years.
They had a lot of really good football players, right? Come out of the
Yeah,
high
Memphis
school?
or Central.
Whitehaven, right?
Whitehaven, you know what?
Didn't they win? Don't they win like state championships?
Yo,
and shit?
Whitehaven
Yeah.
go dumb. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Whitehaven go dumb.
Football specifically, maybe
Yeah.
even basketball too.
Hey,
shit.
hey, basketball and football, ain't gonna lie. Whitehaven, y'all got that shit. But I swear to God, like, Seahawks till I die. Like, don't get it wrong. But I'm Blackhaven for sure. Blackhaven, baby.
Okay. So 901 to Murfreesboro, MTSU
Yes,
as
sir.
well. Okay, so like I told you, I'm a product of Murfreesboro. Grew up around here, went to the games since I was a baby and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from MT in 2018, man. How old are you now?
I'm 20.
20 years old?
Yeah, currently
So
20.
you still at MT?
Right now, at the moment, no. With all this bullshit going
COVID,
on.
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
doing, like I did some online schools, but I couldn't imagine doing
like
90% online. Like, no.
And that's the thing. Like, I can't lie. Like, I can't learn like that.
No.
Like, it's
really hard.
I'm really hands on. I like hearing the experiences from the other professor. I don't want to wake up, open my laptop to a professor who barely wants to be on camera himself.
Yeah, he's just reading shit at you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's my only thing. But
did you have a major yet?
Yeah, I started off as a nursing major, which was crazy as hell.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I switched it to political science. And I'll go into deeper detail about why I wanted to do that.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to say.
It's kind of involved in my music. I'm not. I can tell my friends all the time, and my friends know me. I'm an argumentative person. That's just my. That's how I get down. But ultimately, I want people to understand that it's not just yes and no in the world. That it's
there's some gray.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I feel like it's crazy that I just reached down and grabbed my water bottle, but somebody in a third world country probably doesn't have that luxury to the point where they have to travel miles on end, and that's their day job, is to go get water and come back home, and they have to do that every day, for just to live. So I feel like, through politics, I could change the world, in some way, form, or fashion. But we here now. I do music. They probably like what the fuck?
As far as it's crazy you also say that too, because about music and political science, politics it's very intertwined, man.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
On each end of any spectrum, like. First person who comes to mind to me is Tupac, or even Bob Marley.
Exactly.
Look at Bob Marley smoking pot in the 70s.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's to the point where people don't. I feel like people mess it up where they say rap music has a bad influence on kids. Bro.
So does rock and roll.
At the end of the day, people and kids are gonna do what the hell they want to do. Mm-hmm. Now the thing is, with whatever platform they have, what you say can definitely affect what the fuck goes on. Yeah. Like Bob Marley, yes, he smoked weed every day, but the thing, his message was always love, peace, and positivity. Weed gets you high. Yeah. It gets you laughing. Yeah. Bro, you chilling out. In reference to, I mean, like, hey, I'm a pothead myself.
Yeah.
I wear.
I have nothing, dude. I think weed should 100% be legal. I don't smoke anymore.
Legalize,
but I definitely
legalize marijuana for sure.
And look, let's even look at it from a medicinal. I have CBD over there on the counter. Let's look at it. All right. Let's look at it from a medicinal standpoint. CBD heals you physically and mentally.
Right. Exactly.
Name another drug that does that.
Not one. Hemp is the way.
Hemp. And then, there's the THC molecule, too, that's like, okay, get you a little intoxicated. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
But so does these brews.
The flower hemp itself is just like, think about it in these terms, like not saying that I have anything against like people who drink alcohol, because I drink alcohol myself, but give like 20 strangers, the opportunity to just have like a fifth of Hennessy.
Yeah, you're done.
And then give 20 strangers, and mind you, they're all locked in one room together. They've never met. All ethnicities, shapes, sizes, whatever. Yeah. And then give, in hindsight, give them a blunt. You know what I'm saying? How the dynamics of that party, because you don't get, chill drunks all the time. You got those wild people who want to fucking fight when they have alcohol in their system. But like, everybody with weed, they're laughing their ass off.
Universal.
They're chilling. It's just it. He has multiple interviews where he's like letting people know that it brings you sanity almost. You're slower to anger. Like, even your thought processes, they're less negative. Like, you would much rather be optimistic while under the influence of marijuana. So I really feel like not only the illegalization of marijuana, I feel like that is just another form of slavery, in my opinion. And I kind of diving back into the political science part of things, I am very much an activist. I'm pro-black. I'm not anti-white. I love all people, all sexual orientations, religions, creeds. I am for the life of other people. I love people. I love love. But the thing is, there are people in this world who create like detrimental environments for people of color,
Absolutely.
not just African Americans, but people of color everywhere. And so I feel like, especially in America, that is just another way to make people of color live lives that live in hell.
Well, think about this, man. I mean, so you've got crack and you've got cocaine.
Right.
All right. Crack, you get caught with a gram of crack.
Right.
You're going to jail for a way longer than you are when you're going for a gram of coke.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to have, statistically, who's going to have the crack?
Right.
Black people.
Poor people.
Poor black people.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to have cocaine?
The rich people. Have you seen, you watch Snowfall?
I haven't actually.
It's
on FX, right?
Yeah, it's a show on Hulu. It's John Singleton wrote it. You know who John Singleton is?
No, I don't actually.
Have you seen Boys in the Hood with Ice Cube?
Okay, yeah.
He wrote Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
He wrote something else, but rest in peace, John Singleton. He wrote a lot of that, but it was basically showing you how cocaine was literally for rich white people at the time. Black people found out how to make it cheaper.
Yeah.
How to make money, and that's the thing. Like, nobody wants to be in a trap. Nobody wants to be in the hood. Nobody wants to be in the streets. Like, you can ask any, like, bro, being from, I'm not at all a hood nigga, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, but by all means, I have street knowledge enough to know people in the street don't want to be in the street, bro. Like, it's some young boys out there who wilding out, but that's just because the older generation didn't put us on game that we should have been put on.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Nobody wants to be in the hood, bro. Like, nobody wants to be impoverished. Like, and when you have to deal with shit like that, then you turn to crime. Then you feel like, oh, I don't have this money. I got to get this money regardless. So what do you have to do? I got to flip this crack. So unfortunately, that's how that shit went down.
And even go back to the origins of just crack. I mean, we go to the 80s, Ronald Reagan. And
exactly.
Like the FBI. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is actual,
this is legit shit.
This is legitimate.
And one of the things that the guy said on Snowfall, he's actually like a rogue CIA agent. The thing was, he was like, there's no such thing as a war on drugs. It is a war on low income communities, specifically black communities.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you knew how to not completely restrict certain shit, but regulate it, like especially opioids. Opioids has the U.S. in shambles right now.
That's the new crack. The new
I forgot
heroin.
how much of the percentage of pharmaceuticals that the U.S. takes in every year, bro. It's insane. Like, and it is way more than any other country, and it's like crazy. So I just feel like, I don't know, America's like killing itself.
Yeah, I mean, as far as opioids go, it's fucked up because like we just established, the 1980s, late 70s, crack started to get introduced into poor neighborhoods, and it was kind of this rogue thing. Now the government they're not even fronting anymore.
Budging,
it's like oh,
it's done its damage.
Oh, Vinny, you broke your arm. Here's some Percocets.
Right? Yeah.
Let's hope you don't get addicted to Percocets.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When really, like,
bro,
look, we just talked about CBD. You take a lot of CBD, bro, your arm is not gonna be hurt.
Yeah,
you
bro.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and there's some. I'm not sitting here saying that all pharmaceuticals are necessarily bad.
Yeah, not at all.
There's some
not
stuff
at all.
that's real
for
good.
Sure.
There's some,
sure.
maybe. I mean, maybe there's some pharmaceuticals that are really good, but like, if you really want to get into it, like, your diet is very important.
Yeah.
If you go to the doctor because you're sick or something, your diet might be.
Why do you think?
Up.
Why do you think the damn? You go to McDonald's right now. Why the hell is a double cheeseburger $1 and the fucking home style chicken sandwich is $5?
Yeah.
Like, what sense does that make, bro?
It makes no sense, and the salad is more expensive,
bro. It's $1.29 for water, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's more than that now.
I think that's really interesting that you brought up the thing about the water. It sounds so simple. It's like, at the beginning, I was like, hey man, you need a bottle of water. When literally thousands of years ago, I'm a big history guy.
Yeah,
like, I
sure.
love
Me
ancient
too,
history. The Greeks, they fought over literal water.
Yeah.
Like, bodies of water. They were like, I want
that. Let me have that.
Exactly. And they were like, no, you're gonna have to kill all of us for
exactly.
this
Yeah,
lake,
I'm like, bro,
you know,
for a body of water. Hey, bro, y'all can control trade somewhere else, man. I already know how what was it Athens against Sparta? Is that
something like that?
Something like that.
I just
bro.
remember
Something along
like
those lines.
back in school, we watched like this video of it, and they did like a really good like visual representation, and it was like literally like army lined up in, you know, their rows or whatever, throwing spears and arrows and rocks and shit, just literally defending a lake.
It's like, bro,
because
what's
like water is so. I mean, look, even now we've had war in the past. When I say we, I mean human beings.
Yeah.
We fought wars over salt and water and gold.
Why do you think? Why do you think the U.S. See, I might be like, that's the thing. Like, ain't gonna lie. Once, and I know this shit's gonna happen. Once I get to the level that I want to be at, I just know that I'm gonna have a target on my back because, bro, the entire reason why the U.S. is in the Middle East right now is because of oil, petroleum,
it's
like textiles, like it's resources. So that shit is really fucked.
So all right, tell me. Let's get into some kind of logistical things. Vinny, the recording artist. Do you want to call yourself a rapper, recording artist? Like, you know, do you make beats? Kind of like, tell me kind of when the early stages of Vinny Virtuoso.
So if we'll start from,
because this is pretty rooted in you being, you have your passions in life and you know, teen years of growing up and stuff. When did you kind of start to say, okay, I like writing music or whatever?
Funny ass story. So my dad was a huge like Pimp C fan, MGK, 3 6 Mafia. He grew up in White Haven, so like that was him. Like, and the thing was, my dad really wanted to be a rapper, and he's on actually the second track on my debut album.
Nice.
But
your father, that's something you don't really hear about much,
bro. And then my
father
mom
and son making music together.
And that's the exact reason why I went for it. I was like, my dad raps.
I've never heard about that. Ever.
I was like, why don't I just get my dad to rap on here? He was like, yeah, bro. He sent the stems like the day after.
Okay.
I'm like, yo. And my mom is like, she doesn't just sing. Like she's a legit singer. Like she sings for weddings.
Wow.
Sang in my old high school. Like my high school was actually extremely known for our concert choir. For back when the homie G-Rob, hopefully G-Rob sees this one day. He was an amazing conductor. He did not play, like one of the best choir directors of all time. But my mom is a singer, but I didn't really get to listen to rap. I grew up in a Baptist church, so it was really like gospel, and then like
hymns,
the Sweat Hotel. Like once it was like late at night on a weekday, my mama wasn't listening to gospel all the time. But if it wasn't like 90s, 80s rap, it was 90s, 80s R&B, and she really didn't even like rap like that. But when I was with my dad, bro,
your dad was bumping it,
pulling up loud as hell. Like I'm getting picked up from 3rd grade. He got the loudest car on the goddamn parking lot. That's my dad, like rolling on spinners, bro. That was him. But I didn't, like, middle school is the first time I've ever written anything, and it was for Black History Month. And we had to write just something on segregation, and I wrote it. I delivered it at the program, and they liked it so much that they wanted it in the school newsletter. And when I graduated 8th grade, my teacher, like 2 teachers I remember, never gonna forget them, Miss Owen, Mr. Juniker. I hope y'all see this shit one day too. They wrote in a book, they were like, yo, I don't know what you're gonna do, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but use your voice. And that, like, I don't know if you want to be a news anchor, a PA announcer, I don't know, but just use it. I'm like, all right. Like, I didn't really take much mind to it. Junior year, like, after that, I kept writing. Freshman year of high school was probably the worst year of my life. And I think, not saying that I have to go through something to write something for it to be good, but generally when I go through shit, like heavy shit, that's when I get my best stuff. And 9th grade is when I knew, like, I could do this. And so junior year, this guy, my homie Trill Cloud, reached out to me. He was like, yo, I heard you write. He was like, yo, you want to lay something down on this track for my album? I'm like, I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I ain't really did it before, but it's whatever. He brought his equipment to school, like our high school, because I didn't like have a car at the time. Like I think I got a car like 2 months later, but we recorded in the choir room closet, specifically. Recorded that joint, bro. Tell me why like 2 weeks or maybe 2 days later, I'm dead ass, cross my heart. Bro, bro passed me. I've never seen bro before. He's like, yo, Wavy the Great. This is my name at the time.
Okay.
He like, yo, Wavy the Great. Yo, that shit was bumping, bro.
Oh, shit.
I said, yo, what the fuck did you just call me? He was like, yeah, Wavy the Great. He was like, that's your name, right? I was like, bro, yeah, my homie played your song in the car, bro. That shit was hot. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, being from Memphis, we have a one-dimensional sound. I'm not gonna lie, it's Memphis drill. Like,
I mean, that 3-6 Mafia drum.
Oh yeah,
pattern,
exactly. That's exactly what. And by me, I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I like all music. There's a lot. Chicago, for example, has some of my favorite rappers there. Like Chicago and Atlanta probably had the most of my favorite rappers of all time. But like every facet of, I was talking to my homie J Logan the other day, every facet of rap music is important because it's all a part of the culture. So me being me, like, you've heard my music, that shit don't sound nothing like Memphis drill.
No, it doesn't.
So it's like having that one-dimensional sound, and then somebody come to me and say my stage name, not even my real name. I'm like, yo, nobody's ever called me that before. So that's when I knew. I was like, okay, I got to do something with this. Senior year, I tried to get shit down, didn't really get serious. Went to MT, like I told you. Oh, my mom's a doctor now.
Wow.
She got that shit out the mud, bro. She had me when she was 16.
Wow.
They basically told her she wasn't gonna be shit.
That's
like,
inspiring.
Yeah, no, but my mom was like up my ass. Like
Wow.
that's why I can give all my, like, me being articulate, like me being who I am.
Yeah.
Like my mama made me, like, for real.
Yeah.
But I go to MT and she like, hey, do nursing. Like, that's going to get you money. That's going to help you travel because that's what you want to do. Like, in a few years, I'll be moving to the United Kingdom.
Oh,
but,
wow.
she was like, do music if you want to travel, or do healthcare if you want to travel. I'm like, okay. Hated that shit. You literally have to dedicate your life to
science,
nursing if you want to do nursing, especially at MTSU.
Yeah, because it's a top tier program,
bro,
right?
You have to get candidacy, and not only that, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, a lot of people my color don't make it in that program. Like, just being honest. I mean,
do you
like,
think it actually is a discrimination thing, or
honestly,
do you think it's kind of a coincidence?
See, I don't feel like it's like up front and outright like discriminatory.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's a whole bunch of shit. Like, for example, like, people who say back the blue, it's not necessarily flat out racist, but you realize it didn't come about until Black Lives Matter and George Floyd passed away.
You're right.
That shit didn't surface until then. So it's almost like, are you telling me my life doesn't matter by back in the blue, who kills minorities, black people at the rate they do?
You're definitely right.
You know what I'm saying? I have my uncle and my great aunt Jean. They were both a part of Memphis Police Department. They're in the police department to make changes to their community. But the fact of the matter is, say, for example, you know, just going out of hindsight, say you're a Nazi, right? And you before that you were a great person, great family man, great guy in general. But the fact that you're a Nazi now you're a part of that tank. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, you're a part of that evil.
Yeah.
So in essence, like, I praise them for trying to change the community and doing what they're doing, but at the same time, the criminal justice system is just unfair, regardless, like, on a broad statement. Like, by all means, America has so many more rights than a lot of other countries do. Yes, that's cool, but at the same time, America is guilty. We're flawed. But back to music. Where the fuck were we at?
You were just saying mom was pushing you to do healthcare, nursing.
Yeah, she was like, she was more of the mom, like, you're a black man in America. You have to go to school, and being in school is gonna get you well off. It's gonna give you a better opportunity than.
So that was something that you were kind of like.
I was struggling with, for sure.
You were taught and learned.
You
learned it like a young age.
Yeah, for sure.
That wasn't something you were like 16. You were like,
oh no. My mom told me, hey, Like, people told me I wasn't gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Especially when I was pregnant with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people told me you weren't gonna be shit.
Being a woman and a black woman at the same time.
A single mom, bro.
Single mother.
Teenage mom. Like, she's like, people told me and you weren't gonna be shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shit and you gonna be shit before you leave my house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I get it. Cool. That's what's up.
Okay.
Ended up hating that shit for the first semester. First semester, I met a friend of mine named Jay Logan. Because when I first got here for a program, I feel like I was like, okay, it's a whole bunch of producers down here. Let me see if I can pick some up from high school. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Met my homie Jay Logan. He goes by Lottie Dottie on Instagram. You'll see us. We about to be all over the fucking industry, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But he came to me and was like, "Yo, bro, pull up to the dorm. Like, we got beats. Like,
on MTSU's campus.
Yeah. We on campus at this point. We both freshmen. We fresh out the box, bro.
Yeah.
So he shows me this one beat, and I'm like, you mind if I hop on that? He like, I mean, shit, if you down for it, because he's never heard me lay anything. Like, I probably just rapped like him a 16 beforehand. That probably got us like acquainted, but that was it. When I told you I'm on my shit, I came back to him, if not the next day, 2 days after.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, my verse is done. Let's get it. Recorded it the day that I told him I was done. Got it mixed probably 2 days after that. Dropped it like a week later. Yo, the eyes that I got on that joint, I was like, people telling me, no, you don't sound like
Memphis.
Yeah, you
traditional 901.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I fuck with that. Like, I was getting a lot of, man, you sound like I get a lot of it now. Like, you sound like 21 Savage. You sound like Big Sean. You sound like that. Like, by all means, I love it because it means I sound like somebody that's already
established.
Big. But at the same time, I'm Vinny, dog. Like, don't get me wrong.
No,
like, I've
absolutely.
heard Ye for sure. Like, Ye is probably one of my biggest influences aside from Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
But like, even in that, like, I still get, oh, you sound like this person. But I'm just like, okay, cool. So from that point, we got together, and as we were like mixing down another song that we had together, I met a group of producers, and we ended up becoming a collaborative under the handle Neverland.
How many?
I'm trying
to like give you. I want this to be like, I want you to give me as many details as you can.
And I'm gonna give them to you.
Yeah.
It was maybe, to start off, it was like 9 of us. And a lot of shit happened.
It's cool that you got nine people on men on the same page,
bro.
Like how we were talking about beforehand, how Gen Zers, bro, we're flaky,
be on the most bullshit.
TikTok, we're like
sense.
5 seconds.
It don't
like,
make no
boom,
sense.
boom, boom. But yeah, okay.
It was like we happen to all be in that room, and I'm just like, yo, y'all are talented as hell. I'm talented too. It's really hard to make it by yourself. Teamwork is make the dream work.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, fuck it. Let's make a group. And I'm thinking like the name of I'm like, what do I fuck with? I'm like, I'm a Disney kid thinking about movies. What could be cool? I'm like, where's a place that people can't ever go? Peter Pan.
Adults, yeah.
Neverland.
Yeah.
NVLND. That's what we came up with. From that point on, we went to school in August, I got to that shit, literally dropped my first studio album December 7th, 2018.
So this is literally like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Pretty, like 2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Bro, not gonna lie to you, just like starting out, getting that, even as small as it was, giving that applause, like I was really giving like a new sense of like, hey, this is like, I've never really liked anything. Like, I played sports in my life.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of shit. I love video games, but I've never really loved to do anything, like one thing. So I noticed that was it. From that point on, man, I got collaborative projects out with people. I'm working with a bunch of producers still from MT now. Like I still have connections to people from MT for sure. But man, like, It that's where it really started, and from that point on, like, I really haven't let go.
So tell me how exactly did you find me? Was it from the Georgie interview or Savvy?
It was from Georgie, and then I saw that
Okay.
Savvy was along with
Okay.
it. I was like, okay, yeah. I gotta hit bro up because he's working with the good collectors, bro.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
yeah.
know those guys pretty well?
Yeah. Me and Savvy actually go back. I knew him from a while back.
Okay.
And we were supposed to work on some music together. I gotta reach out to him about that if I ever get to it.
That's actually those two interviews. Those are the only time I've really ever like how we're meeting.
yeah,
It was the only
just
I mean,
impromptu.
yeah, it was really impromptu. I mean, I have their phone numbers now. And like, I texted Savvy when his album came out.
Right.
It was really dope.
Mhm.
You know, I literally met Georgie last week.
Yeah,
for the first
Georgie
time.
cool as hell.
Very dope. So how did you connect with those guys? Like, you know, kind of give me quick little stories.
When Savvy popped up at MT, I think this was second semester freshman year. My friend from Chattanooga, she introduced me to him, and I knew he had a vibe to him. I was like,
This is like last year.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, 2 years ago,
Okay, like
give or take.
like 2019.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
Early 2020,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, he got a vibe to him. Like he dresses different, he vibe different. I'm like, okay, cool. I should talk to him. We got together and did some shit. We hoop one day. I can't hoop for
word.
shit.
Oh,
I
really?
can't
I
ball
was
for
about to
shit.
ask. I was like, okay.
I like soccer. I like baseball. Those are sports I'm actually okay at, but I
Okay.
can't hoop for shit. Ended up hooping, and man, we got on some shit. Man, whole bunch of shit happened. But I didn't meet Georgie until I'm pretty sure he mentioned Cam
Yeah.
FLP.
I have not met
met
him yet, but
Cam is
Yeah.
definitely somebody you got to meet. I met Cam through.
I think they live together.
Yeah.
right?
Georgie and Cam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met Cam through this program called Urban Entertainment, and it was a really nice thing that I was involved in sophomore year.
That's like an MTSU program, right?
Yeah. Urban Entertainment.
Or MTSU ran or
Mhm.
involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I met Cam through there, and he played some of his shit. Like I was like, okay, I got to work with him, but I don't want to talk to him yet. I'm gonna get to him because I just don't want to be that pole riding person. Like that's just not me.
I
Like
got you.
whenever people saw Take Keith at games, I'm
Oh,
just like, bro,
God.
it's Take Keith, bro.
Dude, I was on campus 2018.
Yeah.
Whenever Tay
Like,
was,
first started popping off.
Look, guys, I'm not saying I know Tay Keith.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying I still saw him on campus. Every time I saw him, someone was trying to take a picture with him.
I'm just like,
I was like, man,
bro.
But no, this was literally right when the Drake song came out.
Yeah, Look Alive.
This was when Look Alive came out. This is right before the others Nonstop, all that shit.
And then what? Hold on, what was it?
I mean, dude, he's worked with everyone.
Sicko Mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right before-
God damn.
Right before Sicko Mode, right before that, and I knew then. Man was pulling up in a brand new Charger or
Yeah,
Challenger,
bro.
had
Yeah.
chains on campus. I was
So
like,
you realized, damn, you saw his chains type
dude,
shit.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
bro. Cause
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, he was big in Memphis, like before Look Alive,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Block Boy.
And Black Boy, he did some shit with Moneybag, Black Youngster
He
too.
worked with damn near everybody.
I
now.
mean, dude, he's got songs with literally everyone.
He just came out with a track with one of my favorite artists, G Herbo. He just dropped one
He
with
got
him.
the McDonald's commercial.
Bro.
He got a song with Madonna for no reason.
My guy's
like,
moving up. Like Memphis is really
Yeah.
like more than we've been on the map. My guy Pooh, I went to high school
Pooh, yeah.
and elementary school with Pooh Slightlee. Like I know
For
that man's
real.
government name. I ain't gonna say it because I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
him. I don't want him slamming me out. But I was in elementary school, 4th grade, and then high school with him. Like
wow. What's the age difference? Are you guys close to the
oh,
same
bro,
age?
we graduated together.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Like
Wow.
I know that man. I
crazy.
don't know him like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
but
yeah. You know who he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's, that's pretty cool.
But nah, it was just like the I don't know that sound in Memphis, like Block Boy, and that was it.
I think from me, I mean, obviously, if I'm gonna favor a type of music, it's gonna be for me Memphis because it's Tennessee. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, but Atlanta has like its own thing,
For sure.
and for someone who's probably maybe from like up north or like on the West Coast, they might not really hear a difference between
Mhm.
Memphis and Atlanta, but there
But
is there is a
and
difference.
Here's a huge difference. What I was getting to, I completely lost track of my thought. Pooh Shiesty literally went number 1 and hadn't dropped his album. Not only that, we got a new artist coming out. His name is Lil Double O. He just got up with Future, Young Thug. Like literally, we taking off. Like Gucci didn't just get Pooh Shiesty, like Big Scar. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I haven't.
Big Scar from Memphis. Like we got a whole lot of talent that's like really cooking up. But the thing about a huge difference from Memphis and Atlanta specifically, Atlanta rappers help each other. Atlanta artists, Atlanta producers,
Young
they help
Thug
each
puts
other.
everyone on.
Bro, literally. Memphis, and this goes beyond music. This is literally economics. This is like politics. This is like the communities. They're crabs in a bucket.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to help each other. There is not shit to do in Memphis. That's why there's so much crime, bro. Like there's nothing to do.
Memphis is one of the highest murder crime rates
bro.
in the country,
It's
man.
because, bro, we used to have Liberty Land, dog. I don't know if you ever heard of that or you ever went, bro. Liberty Land was that shit. Adventure River was that shit. But now, motherfuckers gonna shoot that shit up. But it's cause, bro, it ain't nothing to do. Nothing.
Tell me about your tattoos if you don't mind.
Man, I got 10 in total.
I was just looking at the ones on your
this one?
arms. Yeah, that one.
This one
The World Is Yours
specifically,
for your project?
Yeah.
Dope.
I have a mixtape that I dropped April 20th, 2020. The Word Is Yours. It speaks for itself. I really got it from
Nas?
not even Nas specifically, Scarface, and just like the saying itself, like
It's a powerful saying.
oh for sure.
It's so simple. It's like the world is yours. Okay. It's like a handful of words, but it's like,
and
you're
it's like
right though.
like people take the Scarface thing like a little too far. It's like I didn't idolize Tony Montana because he was a fucking drug or a kingpin.
Yeah.
I idolized Tony Montana because he literally got that shit out the mud and like was on top. Seriously. Like, but it's really to tell people like I really want to be here to let kids know like that was the thing. Like I didn't like anything because my mom made me do a lot of shit that I didn't want to do.
Absolutely.
I feel like kids need to know that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, in my personal opinion, I feel like you should do whatever makes you happy. Like, I feel like true success is not having extreme financial stability. I feel like that can give you
Some comfort.
temporary that can give you comfort
Yeah.
and temporary pleasure, but at the same time, bro, like Robin Williams, for example, was one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Goofy, hilarious, always had a smile on his face.
Bro,
but he
Heart
had some
of an Angel.
demons.
Had demons. Mac Miller, perfect
Demons,
example.
yeah.
Demons, like yo, it's
You never
deeper
really
than
know,
that
man.
shit.
I'm glad you said that. I want to say this too. We as like a generation, we need to like break this mental illness stigma because I feel like people. I watched this. I feel like men, we're scared to say "I love you" to our friends.
Hell yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I tell, but that's the thing. Like
It's not corny to say
Not
that.
at all,
Do you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Like it's not gay
hell no.
to say, "Hey, I love you, man."
Bruh.
And then you hang up the phone. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying?
my homie just went back up to the crib today. Like I tell my homies every day I love them. Like that shit.
It's
you
not
never
corny.
know. You never
Yeah.
know. And that's the thing. Like even aside from the homies, like working where I work, like when I go into work, bro, I don't come in there. Damn, I gotta work my shift, man.
Yeah.
Bro, like you never know what the fuck somebody going through, dog.
Hell
like
yeah.
so your negative energy can be that thing that make them tick, bro. That can be that thing that make them, blow their brains out.
Yeah.
And I've had I had a classmate, rest in peace, Riley Higgins, bro. He passed away. He blew his brains out, dog.
Yeah.
Like
You never
and it was
know,
because he
man.
was dealing with shit. Like people need to know love is real and love
Yeah.
exists. Like, and that's the problem. Like people like, especially this generation, we want to say, I fuck with you, I don't really love you though. Like,
Yeah. Even
What?
to like even in like relationships.
yeah, bro.
Like men and women want to just like cheat on each other.
Yeah,
And-
bro,
do you
like-
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to just sit here and say you should marry the next woman that you
Right.
that you get a crush on, but like
I honestly feel like
does that make sense what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
No,
though?
for
Like,
sure.
for
'Cause
real.
I feel like it's a change in generations. Because you got to think about it. Same way we like can't go 10 minutes without this. Our attention spans are so like
That too.
it's
yeah.
like damn fool. Okay,
And
I've been
also-
hitting this for the last 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And I
Like,
mean, all we know is like divorce.
yeah,
too.
bro.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
I was thinking about this the other day. So like, let's what year were you born? 2000.
2000. Yeah.
All right. So I was born in '96. So we're
Word.
pretty much like the same. So like, dude, you're 2000, but like all we know is fucking our Gen Z knows is like trauma. 9/11,
Yes, fool.
school shootings, Iraq wars, pandemic.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We living in a real history book right now.
I mean, think
yo.
about it. Like, okay, I get it. Like, our parents, like, they were more cognitive whenever all this shit happened. But, like,
Yeah.
some of my first memories was literally watching
9/11,
9/11.
fool. Hell yeah, bro. My mom
I was in
literally
kindergarten.
picked me up from daycare that
Like-
day, grabbed me and just held me, bro.
Yeah.
She cried, and
That
I'm
shit
like,
is
what the hell?
And then it's like, okay, and then now we're in a 20-year war with the Middle East for no fucking reason. But, like, you know what I'm saying? War.
Yeah.
All we hear is war, patriotism, blah, blah, blah. And then school shootings, mass
Yeah.
shootings, global pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
say what you want about, like, COVID or whatever conspiracy theories
Yeah.
you have, but, like, it was still a pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know, and then, like, just the introduction of the internet, it expands
Oh
all
my
this shit.
God.
Like,
Oh my god.
it's literally such a blessing and a giant curse at the same time, because we now know everything. What's going on in the world? We
It's
have
literally in our hands,
dude,
bro.
literally you don't even have to have an iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
yeah, somebody just, hey, you seen this TikTok? Like,
Yeah.
you just, what the hell?
yeah. I mean, man, that's. I was just thinking about that today, man, because I'm 24, bro, and I feel like
I learned more shit from Twitter and TikTok than I ever have from any of my elementary school
and
teachers.
YouTube. And YouTube.
Swear to God, bro.
I swear, dude, you need to know how to say my GoPro stopped working, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. GoPro not working, battery in, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there'll be a video. Hey, so I figured out the GoPro, when the battery's in and the GoPro's not turning back
Yeah.
on, like, try this.
But it's so much so to the point, like, you don't even got to do all it. You don't even got to click a link. As soon as you type that in, Google generally has the
Yeah.
first 5 tips right there.
GoPro battery in, not
It's
working.
just like the answer's right there. Bro, it's insane. It's insane.
Okay, so I know my true fans of the podcast. There's only a handful of people who actually watch full episodes. Shout out to my brother. But I ask pretty much every artist I have on here
Mhm.
this question. And like I said, we're 90 something episodes in. I've asked this question a ton of times, but I love this question because it kind of, like we were talking about before, it puts a name, or it puts a conversation, a real hour of your life on this camera, on the YouTube,
All right.
instead of something just from the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you, what are some things outside of music that inspire you as an artist, a human being, a person? Like music, or not outside of music, but like books, movies, TV shows, fucking video games. Does that make sense? Hobbies. You like hiking, like that type of shit.
I feel like like a big thing I said earlier, like perspective is like one of the main things, because for example, one of my favorite directors, writers, whatever you want to say, is Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, for sure.
Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Cool.
It's not it's a lot of crazy shit that happened
It
in that
is.
movie, but
It's entertaining.
the shots,
Yeah.
the certain
Cinematography,
quips, the dialogue was on point.
Mhm.
Like,
the color.
it's it is, bro. I feel like in itself, like, everything is art, and it depends on how you look at shit. But you can't, like, I feel like if you don't move and look, like, I feel like we were all here, like we were all sent here to love, like, regardless of what you think, like,
Yeah.
regardless of your religion or where you come from, like, generally you're being taught as a child to be a good person. Generally, you're taught to show and spread love. And I feel like, you know, just looking through everything, if you look through that love telescope, it's much more feasible to, you know what I'm saying, be cooperative with this
Yeah.
person, even though he may hate you for your skin color.
Yeah.
Like, it's different, even through different facets. Like, I do, like I was saying, like, we're stepping away from music, but I
Yeah.
do music to influence people, to show them. Like, that's why Bob Marley is one of my idols. Like, he spread love through music. You can see him on stage, the way he felt, the way he was exerting himself. It was almost like his energy
Yeah.
was being put out more than his voice. It was
Fuck
scary.
yeah.
So it's like, feeling is important, and you have to care about how other people feel. We have to be empathetic. And I feel like regardless, politics, music, especially the old heads, like, oh man, y'all just mumble rapping. Da, 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 da. Man, bro, just be empathetic.
So was
bro.
fucking
Just look
James
at how
Brown.
I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
James
bro?
Brown
Like,
was fucking
oh, he was crazy,
you know?
bro. James
I mean,
Brown, bro.
I mean, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
though? Like,
yeah. He
and
was
James-
definitely erratic for his time
he
period.
was
Niggas have
mumble-
never heard that before.
No.
Never heard that before.
And him dancing the way he was,
Rick James, bro.
and Rick James.
Dude,
Let's even look at Michael. Let's look at Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, bro.
What was he?
Simone.
Like
Yeah,
he
that
was just
was-
feeling
bro.
it. And then look, Young Thug found a way to, you know what I'm saying? Find his own flow,
Yes,
and
yes.
and channel his inner energy.
Facts.
Whatever.
And Young
whatever,
Thug is a genius.
whatever. Whatever Michael was smoking on, Young Thug is smoking on that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
call me crazy, but I mean, yeah, Young Thug, dude. If you listen to, I think it's really important for kids to listen to Young Thug.
Mhm.
Kids, period.
Yeah.
Like anyone who calls himself a music
A
fan.
music listener.
If you're just some white dude who lives in the country, or you're
Thug
some
got a little taste of everything.
dude, that Thugger Girls album
Yeah.
with the guitar on the
Yes,
cover.
sir. Beautiful Thugger Girls. Yeah,
Dude.
that shit was fire.
If you, that literally has like country influence in
Yeah,
it
yeah.
somehow. I don't know how he did it, but like from like a songwriting perspective and just a vibe,
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't have to be like I rode my tractor. Like
Right.
he captured the vibe of a
Yeah.
country song and put it in on a trap beat.
But see, and that's the thing. I feel like what people don't understand is generally everything in life is intertwined. It's like country music is solely about how you feel. Like
Sorrow,
generally is
Yeah.
about being sad, but it's
Yeah.
about how you feel.
Mm.
Like I feel like music, rap music in particular, is like to show you, you know what I'm saying, I'm not promoting this violence, or I'm not saying this because I want you to do it, but it's because I want you to see where I come from.
Yeah,
I'm
telling your
everything,
story.
literally every word that I have put on wax, I have never capped.
Yeah,
None of my raps, I'm not gonna front to you. I don't want to be that type of person that's rapping about shit that they don't got. That's one of my favorite rappers right now. He's from Chicago, underground. His name is Lucky.
I know Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky's amazing.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
an
like,
underground legend.
he's like, bro, why in the hell would you rap about shit that you don't got? It's like 80 other rappers doing that right
Honestly,
now.
that's harder to do.
It's so much harder to rap about stuff that you don't do. Like,
It's harder to rap about stuff you don't do, because think about how easy it is to say, okay, you woke up today, I put my shoes on, and then you're like, oh, this is like, I'm not even lying. I don't even have to fabricate anything.
bro,
Like,
see, and the thing is, like, Kendrick growing up in like his environment, he easily could have been, you know
Good
what I'm
Kid,
saying?
Mad City,
Like,
man.
he easily could have been just a wild ass rapper. But he literally, me and my homie talk about this all the time. Kendrick Lamar is goated because he knows how to use the English language better than everybody else.
Like Shakespeare.
Like dead ass. So
like,
it's
literally,
like,
I mean, William Shakespeare wasn't writing in English, but like, you know, he was able to write. This is crazy too. Look, and if you even go back to like translating stuff like the Bible or the Quran.
right.
Think about the Bible. It went from whatever ancient language Jesus was speaking, and then it went to Roman, and then it went to blah, and then it went to Old English, and then it went to normal English, and then it went to 20.
Generally, everything
Shakespeare
is,
was
like,
able
tied, bro.
to Shakespeare was able to articulate his thoughts so
Yeah.
well that it transcended from whatever language he was speaking to thousands of years from now, and then now we're literally like, I just brought up Shakespeare in 2021.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everything
we
everything is intertwined. Like, even talking about like going back to mental health, like Kanye West, perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
he had a big, like, if you looked at The World Is Yours, the cover art, there's multiple albums on the ground next to me. There's Legend Remastered, that's the one I grew up on.
who is that?
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Legend.
Okay.
There's Graduation. There is ATLiens. There is Because the Internet.
That's
And I think
that's
it's
a
one.
story right there.
I think it's one more. I forgot. It may be one more. But needless to say, like, forgot what the hell I was gonna say, man. I really feel like, damn, That's what I was gonna say. I don't even know where I'm going with that.
All right, dude. I really appreciate you for coming here, man, and I appreciate that you see, this is just my assessment of you. You don't see this music thing as just a get rich quick type of shit.
Hell no.
You feel me? I can tell that you genuinely love music, but also on the opposite end of that, if you are in this music thing as a get rich quick thing, go for it.
Right.
You feel me? Like this is at the end of the day, it is a business.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you know, obviously if this can be my only source of income, duh. You feel me? Like, but like, I can tell that you really have an appreciation for music, and then even step back, just art. And I like that you, I mean, all right, what do you want to be in this music industry? Do you want to be Bob Marley, or do you kind of just want to just, I mean, like, I'm not trying to say do you want to be the next Bob Marley, but like, obviously you want to be Vinny.
Of course.
But like, you know, do you want to be like a political activist?
Oh, for sure, bro.
With your music?
I don't, like, even though, like, literally everybody has to go by a title.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a doctor. Like, I'm a musician right now. I produce, I rap, I sing, I do a lot of different shit. I write poetry specifically, but like, ultimately, I want to be a human being. Ultimately, I want to be happy, and I want that for everyone. And like, just, I feel like that's the problem. Like when I was saying everything was intertwined, that's what I was getting at. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like Kanye. They call him crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
They call Kanye crazy, bro. Vincent Van Gogh.
Called him crazy.
They call him crazy.
Called Steve Jobs crazy.
Bro, they called like so many geniuses just insane. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Bro, self-evaluation. Check yourself out, because I guarantee you in some way, form, or fashion, you're crazy as fuck to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, so all in all, let's kind of combine the crazy and call it cool. Let's stop, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I think is
Now he be saying some out of pocket shit. Don't get me wrong.
Sometimes,
because people was definitely about to get on my ass.
I think that, dude, I don't even give a fuck. Get on my ass. Kanye's my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah, I love Kanye.
Look, everything, all the crazy shit Kanye says, there's some truth in some of it.
I like what? What do you think?
I mean, all right. So when he said slavery was a choice,
yeah,
was he? I don't think he was necessarily talking about the African slave trade. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I feel I definitely dig it, but him being in America, I feel like he was definitely talking about American slavery.
I don't think he was. That's just my opinion. I think he was talking about mental slavery and the slavery, we're slaves to America.
See, I feel like he misarticulated himself.
He has a hard time expressing himself.
I feel like slavery wasn't necessarily, like, there were people who rebelled against slavery. I mean, the consequence was death.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, I'm a strong follower of Malcolm X as well.
Yeah.
If you don't stand for anything, you will. If you something like that, you know.
If you stand for nothing, you
will fall for anything. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, as far as like that statement, slavery was a choice. I think the statement was in itself. You hear the word slavery and you automatically think the African slave trade, but there's been slavery for thousands of years.
Yeah.
All people have been enslaved, but we're just so ingrained to think, oh, black people in chains. Does that make sense? Because it's recent history.
I feel you.
And that's the whole point. I think that's kind of why he said it, because he was just like, fuck it, I'll just say it. And take the fall.
I feel like,
and
that's the problem.
Talking.
That's the problem with Kanye now. Like, I love him. Like, we all got issues, but that's his problem. Like, he understands where the fuck he is. He understands. Like,
Ye, he's a billionaire.
He's like, in my personal opinion, like, regardless of what your religion is, I feel like if we were made in the image of a God, I feel like we're like, we are gods in ourselves. Kanye realizes he's a god, like, but on another level, like, with music involved, like. He does music better than damn near anybody else in the game. And he notices that his voice is on that platform that he can say whatever the fuck he want to say, and he's still gonna be rich. I'd be like, yo, do your thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't go out there and say that shit. Like,
he doesn't give a fuck, dude. I've seen him live
and I love
twice.
That. I love that.
I saw him live twice during the Yeezus tour.
Oh my god,
dude! Whenever he was literally. Like,
that sounds amazing.
Peak Kanye, like, ranting. He stopped and was just, "Fuck you, radio!"
Dead ass.
Like literally.
Yeah, bro.
"Fuck you, radio! I'm Steve Jobs." Like I saw him say that.
Yeah. So it was more than just.
Dude.
It's different, bro. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not. This is another thing too. Is I'm okay with being like wrong.
Right.
I'm okay with being like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe you are right and I'm wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people's pride is too fucking strong.
See,
to be like,
yeah,
for me to say my point of view on Kanye's thing, and then if you were like, well, actually this, and then maybe in my head I was like, oh shit, maybe yeah,
bro.
Does that make sense?
Ultimately, bro, the way you gave me, like, I've never heard that perspective before. Now, in a sense, like, I didn't completely agree with it, but at the same time, I see where the hell he coming from. In some form and fashion, you are true. So, by all means, I'm not. Yeah, like people got the like. Seriously, it's about perspective. It's not just yes and no. It's like what he sees compared to what you see. Like seriously.
Think about how much shit he's seen though compared to us.
Oh yeah.
All right. First of all, let's just look at just surface level. He's 15, 20 years older than us.
Yeah.
Or he's 20 years older than us, so he's already had way more life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he made it at 25 years old. So, like, he's already at the top of the top. He's been on top for 12, 15 years.
I think my problem with it was it just shocked the shit out of me. Because you know what the fuck he was saying in College Dropout in late registration about the government and the system and him being
on Never
like,
Let Me Down when he's talking about his mom.
Dead ass. Like, and then he said that and I was like,
know. Yeah.
And the MAGA hat, I'm like,
yeah. I think he did that out of spite.
I do feel like
some reverse psychology. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like that's what happened.
Bro, he's got one of the most craziest minds of all. I don't know what he was doing with that, but like I feel like somehow he was trying to say, "Hey guys, all this we're just shit talking too much."
It worked.
You know, I mean,
it worked. It brought him attention. That is, I feel like that was a purpose.
And
I feel like
psychology.
you never know somebody's true intention. So by all means, he could have been siding with Trump, but I definitely don't think so. Like
he sat down in the fucking Oval Office with Trump and talked about prison reform,
and that's
right
the thing,
in front
like,
of his face.
Trump, by all means, was a fucking terrible president.
Yeah,
but a businessman, a moneymaker, Trump did that.
Yeah,
Trump do that.
You can't.
You can't. So
can't deny
money,
that,
money
man.
talking with money. That's what I thought that was, in my personal opinion. I feel like "Make America Great" was make the rich richer, and I mean Kanye's rich, so I mean I don't think Kanye want to be poor again. So I mean, hey, I ain't gonna. But at the same time, like Bob Marley, bro, he has another interview. He's like, man, money. What's money?
Yeah,
like my richness is life. You know what I'm saying? Being able to breathe, being able to, feel certain shit, being able to hurt, being able to love, being able to cry and shit like that, being able to laugh. Like, that's life right there. That's what money is. That's rich. That's being rich. That's wealthy. And I definitely agree with that for sure.
We're so distracted, man.
We
need to put our phones down, bro. We really do.
Hey, bro, it's just like dead ass. Anybody listening to this, just for example, bruh, whenever you get a chance, like if you're not busy, you got an off day, turn your phone off when you wake up. Turn your phone off and don't turn it on until the next day. I swear to God, you gonna think harder.
Yeah.
You gonna damn, where my phone? You gonna definitely reach for it. You gonna pat for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
slow down.
but I promise you, bro, you look at shit different when something ain't always in your face, especially toxicity, and that's what
a lot
social
of it
media is, bro. Like we're comparing ourselves. Like I was telling you, like that's my problem. Like I have a problem with comparing myself to other people's success, but understand, like by all means, I don't have numbers like Savvy, this guy named Mike Floss. I don't have numbers like Mike Floss. I don't have numbers like Kendrick. I don't have numbers like Lucky. At the same time, I feel like I'm the GOAT. I feel like I have that talent.
Yeah.
But at the same, if you're not if you don't feel that same way, we can't sit at the same table.
Also, if you don't feel like that, who the fuck else will?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. I'm just like, yo, I got the talent. I know I'm here for it.
If fucking LeBron didn't think at 16
that he was strive for greatness.
Yeah. When they made a fucking movie about him when he was in high school, if he didn't think, okay, I'm about to literally be the greatest of all time.
Come on, bro.
And then he wouldn't have been that.
The man got a tattoo that says "Chosen One" on his back, bro. And he got that when he was a young boy, bro. That shit's crazy. He knew what was happening. That's why every single one of my albums, I haven't put the latest one out yet. I haven't put the latest one on me yet, but every single project I release, I tat it on me because that shit is forever. That shit means the entire world to me. Yeah. So that shit, yeah.
Okay, well, shit, man. Tell me. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Tell me what's next, and also, and I like to end my episodes like this. Do you have anything you want to say? What's next? Do you have any questions for me?
Let's see.
Is there anything you want to talk about to wrap this thing up, man? I'm giving you this
specifically
last portion.
I just dropped a EP that I executively produced, except the bonus track. That's why it's a bonus track. My homie Cole produced that for me. But yeah, I just dropped it. It's called Summer's Over. It's on all platforms except Spinrilla SoundCloud. We're gonna get it there, but you know, I had to get it out to the general public. It's really like a love letter, but like, damn, baby, you broke my heart type love letter. What's next? I'm not gonna lie, like, there's a lot of shit, and to be honest with you, man, I don't want to spill too much, but just know.
Say what you want, man.
Just know that I'm coming for the big fish, like right. for real. Like everybody that's out there that think they at the top, that think they the GOAT. I love that you think you the GOAT, but I promise you ain't seen me yet. You ain't heard me yet. I promise they're not listening. I promise when y'all hear me, y'all still ain't gonna hear me. Like for real. I have on the outro track to "The World Is Yours." I said it's gonna take me till I die for them to hear me out, and I'm so fucking serious about that. But like, I guess questions.
You don't have to. I just questions, things you want to say before we hop off here, bro. I mean, I'm gonna.
What's your favorite Kanye album?
My favorite Kanye album, man. It's so hard because I literally know all of them top to bottom. Like I know every single song. Dude, I know this sounds. I'm gonna give you two. No. I'll give you my favorite one. I really think it's just Dark Fantasy, bro. I mean, it's just a.
That's a masterpiece.
I mean, bro, it's so hard to pick.
You can't even put your finger on what that music is called.
No.
That's not a hip hop album to me.
The track with Ross, Devil in a New Dress.
Oh my god,
dude! What do you mean? There's a two? What do you mean? There's a 1 minute? What do you mean? There's a 1 minute electric guitar solo in the middle of the song, and then you just looking at my bitch. I bet you give your ass a bump. Rick Ross. What?
I've never heard Rick Ross get on anything like that before, but that's not a hip hop album. I don't care what anybody says.
Man, I just think I have to say Dark Fantasy. I love Yeezus though. It took people a long time to understand Yeezus, but I like electronic music though. I like EDM. Yeah. It had a lot of house music. It just was.
Bro, I talked to a lot of EDM producers. Bruh.
The beginning, I bought Yeezus when it came out.
Yeah.
At Target when I was 18 years old. I went to the store and copped it, and I remember. Dude,
ever since
I dead ass. Well, listen. I dead ass. I'm not even kidding you. I put it in my laptop. I had my headphones on. Played on site when it starts out with like wow. I was like, I took it out because I thought like it was scratched.
It's fucked up.
Dude, I was like, dude, are my headphones like? I was like, dude,
am I tweaking out right now?
Like literally, and I put it back in, and I was like, okay, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Bro. That's just the thing about Kanye, bro. There's not a lot of artists, I mean, who's going to give you so many different looks, but
Kanye's music is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Kendrick has done that. J. Cole has done that. I mean, a few other people.
Sure.
I mean, Jay-Z's done that. Jay-Z just has such a large discography.
Don't sleep on my man Childish Gambino though.
Oh yeah, Childish is one of my biggest influences as well, because my man is not just a singer and a rapper.
Oh, for sure.
I like to do all types of shit.
Because the internet is the reason why I wrote that thing for what's his name. That's the entire reason.
Childish Gambino. I'm trying to take that kind of route, because like I do the podcast, I do my YouTube channel. I might do some music. I might make some beats on the side. I'm fucking doing all types of shit.
I've got to tell you, if you feeling that, then I also write short films. Like I have
not got into that, but on my bucket list is to write a book before I die.
And please make that happen, because it's essential that people
a novel, just like a one-off novel. You feel me?
I want to read it.
Yeah.
I want to be the first person to buy the
Gotcha.
copy, and I want it signed. But it's like I haven't shot anything, but I've definitely written a couple, and
that's tight, bro.
I'm really ready for that.
That's not been something that's necessarily appealed to me much, but it's
have you ever seen Clapping for the Wrong Reason?
Yeah.
That's what got me inspired to write short films.
Yeah. It's kind of like eerie, but like entertaining.
And I love Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's
don't even
amazing.
get me started on that. I could talk about that for a whole podcast.
Yeah, bro.
But Vinny, thank you, bro.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you.
Whenever you drop some more music, bro, I mean, slightlydaily.com is a blog and a website too. I do articles for artists and shit. I will definitely do whatever I can. This whole point, I think this ties up perfectly with this, bro. The whole point of Slightly Daily, bro, was to just show love. Ultimately,
word, bro, and I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, because, man, it gets kind of, like I said, man, I'm in episode 94, bro. There's only so many people around here, but it gets kind of hard to find guests sometimes.
Right.
Reliable guests, period. Just anything.
If
I appreciate you, man.
If we just along down the line, I'm pretty sure by the time my next project releases, or I really want to get the few homies that are still left from the Neverland group. I want to get them in here.
Okay.
Just so I really want them individually, and then I want us all to come together on one shit whenever,
Yeah, I mean, just whatever, whatever.
Bro, I definitely want to be back in here, because this is a vibe, bro. Like,
thank you.
It wasn't really like an interview. It was really like we was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just chilling.
I mean, and even bro. I mean, do you stay in Murfreesboro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, work at Lowe's, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Episode 94. Thank you.
Tick, bro. Thank you.
Vinny Virtuoso.
Yes, sir. Know that.